matrix can be determined using elementary operations. In this video, we are discussing another method to find the inverse of a matrix. Before that, we need to discuss some other terms. The first one is minor of an element. Minor of an element Aij of a determinant is defined as the determinant obtained after excluding the ith row and jth column in which Aij lies. It is denoted by M subscript Ij. Also, remember the minor of an element of a determinant of order n where n greater than or equal to 2 is a determinant of order n minus 1. That means for a 3 by 3 determinant, we get a minor of order 2 by 2. Also, the minor of a determinant is always a value. Now, here are the steps to find the minor of an element. First, we need to identify the position of the element whose minor is to be found out. Next step is to exclude the corresponding row and the column of the element where it lies. And the last step is to find the determinant of the remaining elements of that element. So that will give you the minor. Now let's look at one problem. Find the minor of element 2 in the determinant. Determinant is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. We know the position of the element 2 is at third row, second column. So we have to exclude the third row, second column. Now what is left? 4, 6, 7, 9. So minor of 3, 2 is equal to determinant 4, 6, 7, 9, which is equal to 4 into 9 minus 6 into 7, and we get it as 36 minus 42, which is equal to minus 6. This is the minor of the determinant. Now we shall discuss the next concept, that is cofactor of an element. Cofactor of an element Aij is denoted by the capital A subscript Ij and is defined as Aij is equal to minus 1 the whole raised to I plus j into Mij, where Mij is nothing but the minor of the determinant. Take the same previous question. Find the cofactor of the element 2 in the determinant. Determinant is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. Already we have found the minor in the previous question. Alright. So, minor we have already found it as m of 3, 2 is equal to minus 6. Now we need to find the cofactor. So, cofactor of 3, 2 is equal to minus 1 the whole raised to 2 I plus j, that is 3 plus 2 into m 3, 2. So, which is equal to minus 1 into minus 6, which is equal to 6. So, this is the cofactor of the element 2 in this particular matrix. Next, we shall discuss about adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a matrix is defined as the transpose of the cofactor matrix. It is represented by adjoint A, that is Adj of the matrix capital A. Let A is equal to matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. The adjoint will be equal to transpose of the cofactor. So, these are cofactor. So, A11, A12, A13 up to A31, A32, A33, which will be equal to, taking the transpose, we get A11, A21, A31, A12, A22, A32, A13, A23, A33, taking the transpose. Now, find the adjoint P for the matrix P is equal to matrix 3, 5 minus 8, 9. Now, there is a simple trick to find the adjoint for a 2 by 2 matrix. For example, matrix A is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. So first take the elements A11, A22. Interchange the elements. Next, these two elements A12, A21. Change the sign of the elements. So you will get the adjoint of P is equal to matrix, interchange, change the sign. So here 9, here it will be 3. Change the sign, so we will get -5. Minus of -8 will be 8. So this is the adjoint of this particular matrix. Now we shall discuss a few theorems related to this. Theorem number 1. If A be any given square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A, which will be equal to determinant of A into I. And another result is there. Determinant of adjoint A will be equal to determinant of A the whole raised to n minus 1. Theorem number 2. The determinant of the product of a matrices is equal to the product of their respective determinant. That is, determinant of AB is equal to individual product of the determinant. That is, determinant of A into determinant of B. Alright. Now, do you remember how to find the inverse of a matrix using elementary operations? We have found that the technique was very tedious and a long task. Now my question is there a better and a quicker way to solve for the inverse of a matrix? Let's see. I can show you a flow chart for finding the inverse of a matrix for simple and better understanding. We get a matrix A. First, we need to find the determinant of A. Next, we have to check whether the determinant is not equal to 0 or equal to 0. If the determinant is not equal to 0, we can say the A inverse exists. And the A inverse is found by 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now what happened if the determinant is equal to 0? The A inverse, that means A inverse does not exist and we cannot proceed further. Let's see one problem. Given matrix P is equal to 2, minus 2, 4, 3. First we need to find the determinant. What is the determinant? Determinant of P is equal to 2 into 3 minus 2 into 4. We get it as 6 plus 8, which is equal to 14. Alright. Next, we need to find the adjoint of A. Next, we need to find the adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is given by interchange the elements, change the sign. So we get 3, 2, 2, minus 4. Alright. Now, what will be A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. We get it as 1 by 14 into determinant 3, 2, minus 4, 2. But what is the use of finding the inverse of a matrix using determinant if it is not used at the application level? Let's get into the applications of determinant in the coming video. Now, let's summarize what we have covered in this section.
Manorama Horizon. Learning made simple.